Hey y'all, look at me. I'm wearing a green shirt. I'm wearing color. It's way too big for me. But hey guys, welcome back to another video. Yes, for once I'm wearing color. Isn't that insane? But yeah, today I just wanted to rant about video games as I always do. And today I wanted to talk about some short horror games that I've played. Now there are a shit ton of short horror games out there. In fact, I think sometimes like the shorter the horror game the better, just because it has more of an impact. I just really like that. So yeah, today I just wanted to talk about a few of my favorite short horror games that you can beat in about an hour or less. These are just super quick experiences that you just get in, get out, and just get the experience. And yeah, I love these games. And personally, like, I just love to make more than one of these type of videos because there's so many good short horror games out there. So today I'm going to talk about a few, and then maybe in the future we'll talk about more. So first I'm going to mention two games that I've already made videos about, but I still just want to mention them because, you know, I like them a lot. And that is the Exit 8 and Psychopathy Assessment. Yeah, I already made videos on both of these games, so if you want a little more info, like, go watch those videos. You know, I explain it a little more. But yeah, both fantastic games, very short. The Exit 8 is almost like a puzzle type game, but no crazy jump scares or anything like that, but it's a great horror experience. And then Psychopathy Assessment, completely different. It's insane, but it's that awesome like analog horror, and I love analog horror so much. So it's an analog horror type game, and I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to mention those games again just because I did enjoy them so much, and you can beat them in an hour or less. Actually, another game I talked about, I didn't make a full video on it, but I talked about the Fears to Fathom games. I do like these games a lot, and a lot of them are very short, just an hour or less. But the one I specifically like the most is Ironbark Lookout. Again, I have talked about this game before, but had to mention it again because I love it so much, and it is another short horror game. But yeah, this PS1 style like horror game is just great. The spooks are great, and like I said, you just get that spooky experience in and out, and it's great. But yeah, let's move on to games that I haven't really mentioned yet. I want to talk about more games I haven't made videos on or anything. Starting off with Slide in the Woods. This is a fun short horror game on PC, and I really enjoyed it. It just hits that nostalgic feel of just playing in a park in the middle of the night, and it's a fun experience. I don't want to spoil anything, and that's unfortunately how it's going to be with most of the games in this video. I won't be able to say too much about them just because they are super short, and just like saying too much about them is going to ruin the whole experience. So, you know, please keep that in mind. But yes, this was a very fun one, very spooky, and just hits that nostalgic nerve, which sometimes makes games even more scary if you ask me. Like, just like hitting like those childhood fears. I don't know, there's just something about it. Next is Iron Lung, which is another PS1 style horror game. I mean, I'm just a sucker for those kind of games to begin with, so you'll hear me talk about this a lot in general. But yeah, this one, you're like literally in a submarine in the middle of the ocean, and you're there the whole entire game, and it's just scary, man. It's a scary game. That whole just isolation thing, like, it gets to me. Like, I hate the feeling of like being isolated. So, you know, it hits that. It's scary, it's claustrophobic, hate that too. And yeah, it's just a great horror experience. I definitely recommend checking out. So if you love the PS1 style horror games that's super quick and just, you know, underwater horror, like, I don't know, it's great. It's a good game. Dr. Payne is another one. This one is also kind of like PS1 style. Again, I just talk about them so much because they're just so great. But yeah, this was a fun one. It, you know, was something. And everybody has that fear of like going to the dentist and stuff like that, so this one definitely like hits a nerve. So, you know, if you're scared of like doctors and dentists and stuff like that, I mean, this is a good one to hit that kind of fear. And that's the thing, I like how different horror games can hit like different kind of fears. Like, not every horror game's built the same. Some of them are jump scary, some of them, you know, will just like go for different things, and I just like that. I like having different experiences with different horror games. So yeah. I also love Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk and its sequel. These games were very short but very spooky, and it's more just about storytelling with these games. But I like how it delved more into like what it's like being day by day with like anxiety and stuff like that, because I suffer from anxiety as well. And it's just really interesting, like, going into that perspective of like being scared to socialize with people and how debilitating it can be, and it just takes it to a whole nother level. So yeah, I definitely recommend this one. It's more of, like I said, a narrative type game. You know, there's no crazy gameplay, you're not like fighting monsters or anything like that. So, you know, if you're more for like, you know, a good story and you want to just like find different endings and all that, I definitely recommend these games. Now this game's a bit older. It's from like the PewDiePie, like YouTube gamer, like whenever that stuff was first blowing up, but One Late Night. This is just a short horror experience, just being at work late, which is like terrifying to me because I prefer early mornings. So first of all, you ain't gonna catch me at work that late, first of all. Second of all, it's just a great horror game. I love it, and it's crazy that all these years later I'm still just like, yeah, it's a fun little horror game. And the thing is, it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to have a crazy budget. Like, as long as it's quick and it's memorable, like, that's really all that matters. And I just still remember this horror game to this game and to this day. And yeah, it's just a fun horror experience. But yeah, that's just a few I wanted to talk about today. Let me know in the comments about any short horror games you guys love, or if there's any you think I should check out. Obviously there are way more short horror games that I've played and will continue to play, and if you guys are interested, I can make more of these videos in the future because I always love talking about horror games. It's like literally like one of my favorite subjects ever. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, I would totally love to make more videos about short horror games that are totally awesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.